Hello all, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to catch up on the increment and decrement operators and different ways of using the operators. So, you might have heard this increment and decrement. If you would have learnt C or C++ before, you would have heard these. If not, not an issue. So, increment means increasing and decrement means decreasing. So increment is similar to addition and decrement is similar to subtraction. So let's take an example. So let me take a is equal to 1. So this 1 is stored in the variable a, and next let me increment it. You can use this method to increment. So we have got the value. So you can either use this method, which is a equal to a plus 1, or else I can even use, for that let me specify another value. Let b is equal to 2, and let me give b plus equals 1, and let me print b. So let me press enter. Here we go. So both of these lines of code are similar, but this line of code is mostly preferred on using multiple lines of code. So what is the meaning of this is the b, which is, it takes the variable from above, which is b is equal to 2. So it takes the variable b, and the plus indicates that it's gonna increment it, and this value decides how much to increment. So here we have given 1, so it is going to increment 1. So that's what this line of code means. So likewise, let me discuss decrementing, which is, let me take x is equal to 5, and let me take x. So it's a similar way like this. Instead of plus, we'll have a minus. X minus equals, let me give it 2, and let me print x over here. That's it. 5 minus 2, we have 3. So that's how it works. So moving on to the next, let me use another operator. Let me take the variable name as c equals, let it be 10, and let me use the multiplication operator, and let me use 2, and let me print c. Now let's check the value. Here we go, we have 20. Also we have division 2, so let me take d instead of a. Let me take the value as 3, and d, use this operator, which is the division operator, that is slash equals. So let me take the value as 2. So let me print d. Let's see what will we get. Here we go, we have got the value as 1.5. So this is how it works. We can also use, that is, we can also use strings, like let me take the variable name as p, and let me give Python. Okay, now let me try to add this way, p plus equals 1. So what happens? There you go with the traceback. Do you know why? So this line of code is similar to this, which is p equals Python plus 1. In the previous lectures, I would have told that you cannot add a string with an integer, but I would have told you that you can add a string with a string. So let's try that out. So you'll get a traceback if you input that line of code. So let me take z equals, now let's display thank you, which is thank, and z plus equals, let me input u. So on printing z, you will get the value. There you go, thank you. So over here, you have input the value as 1 to the variable a, and again, if you call the variable a, in this, the 1 is printed over here and it adds with 1, so that we'll get the value as 2. So this is how it works. So I guess that's it for this lecture, and from the next lecture we'll be using PyCharm, which will be much more interesting. Thank you.